Hello, friends, and welcome to our very first Learn at Home Stream Challenge. This week, our challenge is how tall can you build a tower without it falling over? So, here are your directions. Your goal is to build a tower as high as you can using only objects you already have at home. Make sure that you ask permission before using any objects to build your tower. You want to make sure that mom and dad know what you are going to be using, especially if it is household items such as cans or boxes that mom and dad may be using to cook with. You don't want to ruin any of the food that is inside them. If anything, you can save some of those boxes or cans and use them after your parents are done with them. But you may use anything in your house that you can think of that you think would make a good tower and ask permission first before you go ahead and start building. So here are some rules to follow. Your tower must be able to stand on its own. We call this a freestanding tower. This means that your tower is not going to be leaning against anything. It has to be able to stand up and down completely on its own without any support. You also cannot use tape to hold it together. Your tower has to be able to stand up without anything holding the pieces together. It's kind of like if you have ever played the game Jenga. There are little rectangular pieces that are put together in different ways in order for the tower to stand up straight. Once the tower becomes weak, that's when it falls down. And there isn't any tape holding the blocks together when you have your Jenga tower built. So you have to think really carefully about how you're going to build your tower. It may take a little bit of planning before you get too high to think about how your tower needs to be supported from the bottom in order for the top to not wobble and sway and fall down. So do a little bit of planning ahead of time before you go ahead and start building. Think about what objects you're going to use. Our third rule is to build in a spot in your house that is clear of breakable objects. This is very important. And the reason why this is important is because some of your towers make it really tall. And in case they fall over, you don't want them to fall on something in your home that is going to be knocked off of a table or a shelf and break. So please make sure that you have a clear area around your tower. That way, you don't risk breaking anything else in your home, so mom and dad don't have a big mess to pick up, because I bet they'll make you help too. Our fourth rule: when you are finished, take a picture of yourself next to your tower and email it to me. I want to see all of these amazing towers that you're going to build. And we'll see how tall our towers can get. I bet you're going to come up with quite a lot of different ideas because we'll be able to share these pictures with each other. So, friends, I hope that you enjoy this activity. I hope that you have fun with it. I hope you get a little creative with some of the objects around your house that you are going to use. But the most important thing to remember, friends, is to ask permission before you start building and to have fun. If you have any questions, please have your parents send me an email, and happy building! Bye, friends!